A perfect example of natural selection. Like a cockroach after World War III, the hunter is an insect that's adapted perfectly to the chaos and squalor of this new world. That's the background music for the establishment. The speaker is cranking out a dreary, droning country song, and it's getting on my nerves.
I wish those scrambled little clouds up there were the worst of our problems, dear.
It's a small loudspeaker above the bar that endlessly cranks out that unbearable and depressing country song. The same song keeps playing over and over. The hunter's father's favorite song is playing. He calls him an apostle of the new world. No doubt a psychoanalyst would have a field day dissecting Hank's relationship with his father. There's something about the music that piece of junk is cranking out that gets on my nerves. But using this on the loudspeaker would be useless. Stain from spilled drinks, rings from glasses and rust. The bartender looks out from the other side, seemingly bored and apathetic. What a pointless waste of time. The rag he's using to wipe it down, thanks for the chat, is even dirtier than the surface of the bar itself. A pair of batteries, bartered away from the king of the black market and dirty rackets. If it's already generating electricity, why would it need batteries? The lights are already hooked up to the generator outside. They don't run on batteries. It doesn't need them. It's already powered by the electric cable it's connected to. It's not a good idea to throw them into the fire. It says so clearly on the safety warning on the batteries. Up to now, this tool has served its purpose very well, without any need for a power source. Okay, let's see if this device still works. It works!
Please, Michael, wake up. Wake up.
And can't you get hold of some of that drug for me?
Thanks for the company, friend.
But what do we have here? It's a list with hundreds of names, places, and addresses, and a map of the city. This object only requires one power source, my wrist. The lights hanging from this cable are broken and burnt out. They won't light up anymore, no matter how much power I give them. It took me a lot to get them. I have no intention of giving them to anyone. This object doesn't need batteries. No, this doesn't run on batteries. Someone went to all the trouble of taking the hood off an old Corvette and dragging it in here, just to turn it into a tacky bar table. But before I go, do you know anything about a small medical center in this part of the city? I'm looking for one. An old Corvette, humiliated and repurposed as a tacky bar table. Another crime to write down on the list of the new world. The cheerful patrons of the bar. I suppose the gray substance one of them is sipping is liquor, but I can't tell what kind. I don't think he can either. I'm not going to get rid of this object. These guys don't look like they need it anyways. The box says, Government Rescue Campaign. Sales of these foodstuffs is prohibited. I have no doubt whatsoever. The hunter and his men must have lost their scruples in the Great Wave. Did you say Suicide Park? Someone in the camp told me about that place. That is, if they had any to begin with. A box of non-perishable food to last a few days. It looks like it was part of the first program to aid the victims after the Great Wave. Better not. It's not that I don't trust my culinary skills, it's that this food is pre-cooked and ready to eat. They aren't going to be satisfied with a mere food package. I'm afraid it would take a few tons of packages like this to feed all the people confined in this hellhole. If I was interested in filling this old beater's tank, I'd do it with gasoline.